A battle for division supremacy. It's the coach. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up, we've got 1 versus 2 in the AFC East. Coming up, we'll see our visitors as they get set to square off against our home team. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half, but it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, thank you. We are about 4,300 miles away from you there in Orlando as we come to you from the European home of the NFL, London, England. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Sacramento Condors and the London Black Knights. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at the Londoners as they get ready here. They come in off a loss last time out, but still in the midst of a great season, winners of 8 of their last 10. Meanwhile, for the visitors from Sacramento, they've been cooking these last couple months, winners of 7 of their last 8 games.
And if you extrapolate that out to a full season, they'd be 14-2. And anyone in the NFL today would sign up for that.
The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. At a glance here at their quarterback standing 6'3".
And what I enjoyed in preparing for this game was talking not just with the coaching staff, but with him as well. And I found it interesting that the coaching staff sees him one way, and he sees himself an entirely different way.
Yeah, one thing he said he's always working on, we know he's not bad at this, but his footwork, always wants to improve that, and that's something he's going to focus on here.
And what was so funny, what the offensive coordinator say right off the top, he's got great footwork. Love his footwork. So this guy is never satisfied.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. And the big boys up front in the trenches, what do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Here we go! Ryan 38!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32. A look there at the starters on the defensive side of the ball. They were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And what I saw on film was nearly an unstoppable pass rush. They had 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries. So now do you just max protect on offense, keep everyone in, and run, 1 or 2 receiver routes to make sure your quarterback stays up? We'll soon find out.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. And on the ground they go with the running back. And he will have a first down as they get into the ground at the 37. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the others, you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Give them 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn them a fresh set of downs.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Here we go. Brand 38.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Looking to throw. Robinson. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And the opening drive of the game yields 3. So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
What I enjoyed this week is that you asked to talk to his offensive center before the game and find out a little bit more about him and what the relationship is. And that was a pretty positive story, wasn't it?
Yeah, and really what I took away from that is just how it is permeated throughout the entire offensive line, the relationship they've had. It's really a group that's in sync.
They care about him. That's the thing. They really care. And when you care that much, you're going to play that much harder for him and give him a better chance to lead.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And this will be a touchdown. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw. A free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead grows to 10-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This one fielded at the 5. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Now this offense about ready to take over again. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Give him 30 yards there. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. Again, he'll drop to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. In for the score. And his guys are able to make this a close game again. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern in the middle of the end zone.
And ordinarily, that's a tough spot to find because there's usually coverage to take away that portion of the field. But they found a gap, and they exploited it.
Extra point attempt here still to come. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And here now the offense heading back out there. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that well, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. So 1 quarter in the books here on Christmas Eve. 10-7 our score. EA Sports NFL Sunday returns following this.
What's up, man? How's it going? Heartbreaking loss last night by Sixers. Emoji crying loudly.
The NFL on EA Sports is fueled by Gatorade, the sports fuel company.
Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin as it's London football to begin quarter number 2. But they face a second and long to start things out.
Last night was a real bad loss, man. Yeah, bad loss. It was. The Sixers, they gave it all they had, man. There was nothing they could do about that last gameplay. That was, you know,
Let's go.
Kyrie Leonard was definitely clutch. That reminded me of a 90s Michael Jordan play.
And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard
That was
line.
still clutch.
2 yards
Kyrie
gets them back to where they started, but
Knew
now
this is gonna
3rd and
hurt
10.
for a while.
Oh, yeah, you better
Sometimes
believe
your
it.
philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try
better
to stick
believe
to
it,
the
man.
running
You
game
better
on the
believe
first
it.
2 plays.
It's
Didn't
going to hurt
amount to
for
much.
I mean, that's
And now
clutch,
facing
man.
a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive.
I mean, that's a hurt piece, man. I ain't gonna lie. I mean, Joel Embiid was crying, man.
On 3rd down. Now he'll be hit from
Joel Embiid was crying, man. I don't know, man.
hard.
You know, he was crying.
How about that?
Basically, my breath got taken away. I didn't know what to do, man.
Backs.
I watched the whole thing. I couldn't believe
They're
my
just
eyes.
back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's
I
where
couldn't
the
believe
Joel
my eyes,
Embiid
man.
eyes the heart and soul of the team. People criticize his crying,
Yeah, the cameras can't
Yeah,
find
but it
him.
shows
You know,
passion and
one thing,
heart.
line coach
Yeah.
And
I
as this
mean,
offense makes their way back out,
You know
NFC
what?
playoff race time. We give you a
You
look
know
at
what,
what's
MC
going on
Philly,
there.
it's okay to
And for
cry,
them right
man.
now, not a done deal.
You know,
so
I
they
cry
are
a little,
holding
man.
down one of the
It's okay,
final
man.
wild card spots with
It's
2 weeks to
okay.
go.
I mean,
Their
that was a
owners kind of
tough one.
nipping at their heels.
That
a
was a
bit.
tough one. I ain't gonna lie to you.
been all week within their locker room.
That last shot that Kyrie Leonard made,
Because they could
That's
get
a hard one,
and still
man.
get to the playoffs.
they will never lay that down.
Go out, win the
That goes
game,
in the
take
history
care of
books,
things
man.
yourself, and then you don't have anything
But-
else to worry about.
But Kyrie Leonard, he's not the first to make clutch shots.
3-19.
Michael Jordan made those kind of shots all the time in the 90s. Larry Bird made those shots. Kobe Bryant. They used to make those
Try
shots for
again with
decades.
the arm.
You think Brett
2nd
Brown is
down.
gonna be fired? I heard a rumor about that.
Incomplete there. A nice hit.
Well,
Drives
yeah,
the ball
man, I mean,
free
that-
and brings up 3rd down.
I don't know what
He
next
kind of
season
forced
was,
that
you
one
know.
there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
I don't know
Yeah,
what
he
next
wasn't really
season
going
gonna
through
bring for the
progressions. He
Sixers,
wanted to
man.
go to his top
But
guy.
there's
You do
all
that against
kinds of
this
rumors
defense.
going around,
They'll make
you
you
know?
pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
It's caught inside the 25.
There we go. That's what I'm talking about.
And he's
Let's
able
go
to get this
Sacramento.
way down deep into
Yeah,
enemy
boy.
territory.
Talking about, man.
It's a big play there on 3rd
Yes.
down. 69 yards.
Nice.
Now,
Man,
that play
that
will
loss,
end up
man.
on the highlights, and you'll see it all over
That
the
loss,
place.
man, that's gonna
but what
stick
you
there.
won't see, the offensive line
That's a
that
clutch
brought the
loss,
extra
man.
time that allowed for the big
That's like
completion
losing in the
downfield.
tournament, man.
Those guys made that play
You know,
possible.
You remember when I played with the Eagles?
I heard a stupid rumor today saying
So
Lakers
from
and
their own
Sixers
20
could
all
trade
the way
Ben
to the
Simmons
red
for
zone
LeBron
now. A
James.
chance
Yeah, I
to
heard the same
capitalize
thing.
on
Yeah,
first
man.
and 10.
I heard that too. No, you don't want
To throw now on first down.
Let's go.
Touchdown.
Oh!
As his
Let's
guys
go.
are in for
Sacramento.
6. And his
Yeah, that
guys
would
are
be
able to
dumb.
strike for 6.
That would be dumb to get rid of
And he's having a nice little
Ben
first
Simmons.
half
LeBron
here
is
for
getting
you.
older.
And it's a first half that leaves
what I'm
us
saying? That'd be a dumb
anticipating what can still come.
That's a dumb
two
trade.
touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Ben
I'm
Simmons?
not ready to give up on Ben Simmons yet.
No way. No, I like Ben Simmons. I like Joel Embiid and Ben Simmons, you know? They fit the character of
And
the team.
LeBron is too old now.
Yeah, he too old, man. That's a dumb trade. Matter of fact, getting LeBron James ain't going to change nothing. LeBron didn't make the playoffs this year.
The call is to go for 1 and kick the
LeBron
extra
didn't
point.
take the Lakers to the playoffs this year.
No problem there on the extra point.
So,
the lead is now 14 to
The
10.
Sixers was the 3rd seed, man, with Ben Simmons and Joel Embiid. That's their team. Jimmy Butler was terrific. I love Jimmy
the
Butler.
kickoff team on the
Like
field
I say,
now as
man,
they
I
will
don't
send
blame
this one away.
the Sixers should have blew out Toronto, and the Sixers
This
should
is
have won
fielded at
Game
the goal
5.
line.
So this loss is Philly's fault.
And it's a
They
pretty good
should have won
return here
Game
as he'll
5.
get it up to the
They should have closed the
29-yard
series
line.
out. After what, the Sixers was at what, 3-1?
Now this
Yeah, I
offense
think
ready to
LeBron
head
declined
back
this
out
year
there.
and he
on
got
the
to,
last
I
go
think.
around, they really couldn't get anything
Oh,
going.
yeah. He ain't
Deep
going to
inside their
LeBron.
own territory, which means you're
Listen,
going to lose the
LeBron
field
was a
position
great
battle as a
player.
general rule.
He might got a
What
couple
we're
years
looking
in
for
him, but he
now
ain't
is a
made the
little more
playoffs,
consistency.
man.
Move the ball at least a few
LeBron-
times on offense.
LeBron
get a couple
always made
first
the
downs,
playoffs.
and hopefully flip the field.
Just something to... And he is going to be wrapped up and
LeBron
slung to
James
the
always
turf.
made the playoffs. So just keep that in mind.
What a
okay?
nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play action fake.
LeBron James
Went right to
always
the
made the
quarterback and put
playoffs,
him on the
man.
ground.
And they need to work
So,
to at least get some of this
I mean,
yardage
so you
back
put it
after the
together.
sack. 2nd and 19.
He always made the playoffs,
Go on the
man.
ground. And he'll find some space
I
up
don't
to
know,
about
you
the
know.
25.
Yay, Sixers should
They get
have went
5
up
yards on the
3-1 in
run
Game
there.
5
Still
and
left
missed
staring at a 3rd
opportunity
and
and
about
faded from
14.
there.
Yup.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an
Yeah,
offense.
I
Finding a
knew
way
we
to
was in
create
trouble.
that type of yardage in your
When the
running
Sixers,
game.
they had the shot
Gotta
to
make the
go
guys carrying
up
the ball
3-1,
very, very happy.
and they didn't do it. I knew we was in
First
trouble.
running back, and he's got him complete.
I'm being honest
And
with
he
you.
will lose yardage here
knew we
back
was
at
in
the
trouble.
23-yard line.
When that happened, I
Now
said, oh,
whistles
man,
here, and
that may
we've
not
got
be
a
a good
man down.
sign.
Man down on the field.
I watched every
Now,
game,
how might
man.
this affect him for the
Every playoff
playoffs?
game,
We'll
man,
get a
you know.
report when we come back.
That was a hurt piece, man. You know how it is, man. I've lost in the playoffs before, man. Even on the game.
On now is the
Playing
punter.
the game, I've
As he'll
lost in
punt
the
it away
playoffs.
for the second time. And this is
Man, I was
away. It's a
hurt about
high
that,
kick,
man.
and he got all of it.
Losing is not fun, man.
This is fielded at the 7. 62 yards on the punt that time. Wow. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory.
Losing is not
And
fun.
here comes a big tight end as he gets set for this next drive. And we peek
but
at
you
some
know,
of his
I
work
mean,
on
Phillies
this
are
drive.
doing well,
He's
and
nearing
right now they are
100
tied with the
yards.
And
Brewers.
haven't we gotten pretty close in
The
this
Phillies,
game
oh, yeah.
nowadays in the NFL to almost
Yeah,
taking labels
today
off the
would
tight end
be,
position? These guys now can
I
be the
think
number
today
one
would be,
option in an
41
offense. And
games.
that never used to be the
41
case.
games for
So
the
now how
Phillies.
do you even match up with them?
Yeah, today's their
Cornerback,
41st
safety,
game
linebacker,
of the year.
all three
So,
will have deficiencies against the best
You know,
tight ends in
the
the game.
Brewers is not bad. I like the Brewers
They'll
too.
come out throwing here.
But I like the Phillies more.
Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
That's a
Some
good
of the offense
matchup, man. The
want to include
Brewers
their
is
running
nice,
backs into
man.
their passing offense and be able to swing the
That's
ball
gonna be a
out
nice
or check
matchup
it down
tonight.
to them.
I watched the
But
Brewers, I
sometimes
think,
those
in the
guys
clubs
are just
the
not
other
as
night.
comfortable catching the ball
They
as they
was
are
playing
running
on
it.
Fox, I think.
All right, here we go.
The showdown
And
game.
2nd and 10. He'll look
Bryce
to throw
Harper is
again.
really struggling and in a slump lately
Right
though.
near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line.
Damn, he almost got me on stage. Bryce Harper.
Got to be careful here. Backed up this deep on 3rd down.
There
Wide
we go.
open receiver
Woo,
complete.
there we go.
And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. 2 touchdowns for him already in this first half. This one good for a first down. They'll drop to throw. Intercepted.
Oh, my God.
Picked off at the 21. And these guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
Here he is struggling now, and I don't know why.
You know what? I don't know. Maybe
a reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker
I
in the
really
business.
don't know what's happening with Bryce Harper, man. He's I don't know.
Let's go.
He's playing okay. I mean,
they'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain.
He's playing all
4
right.
yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
He's
On
okay.
any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance.
And
But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many
games,
things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide,
He'll take this one in for a touchdown. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And his guys are
And
able to strike
Sacramento,
for
you
6.
didn't create a Philly
it's
team.
never fun for a defense to run on the field knowing that they're having to defend a short field.
I wanted a Philly
Just the
team. They
idea
didn't
of
have
trying
one.
to limit it offense
So I had to go with
in that
Sacramento.
position, daunting for a
They
defense.
didn't have a Philly team. I wanted a Philly team, of course. If I could have picked a Philly team, I would have
Now to try here for the extra point.
I would have loved to, even with the WNBA. I want them to get a girls Philly team.
Point after, right down the middle.
I like the women's basketball. I like WNBA.
What made you pick Sacramento?
I know.
They had the short field, and they made quick work of it.
Well,
just 2 plays to get into the
I
end
don't
zone.
feel bad. I don't feel bad because I'll be playing with the Eagles on Madden 20, so when Madden 20 come out, I'll be playing with the Eagles.
Set now to kick this one away, and
I have
off
the
it
new
goes.
rosters. I have everybody. Miles Sanders. I have everybody. So
And
I'll
that'll
make up
carry
for it
over
on
the
Madden
back
20.
line of the end zone for a touchback.
This is just like an
Now out comes
expansion
their
thing.
leader and the
This
captain
is
of
like
this
a summer
offense
spring
back
league,
onto the field. He's likely still kicking himself
it's
from
a
the
spring league,
interception
a little
last
spring league,
drive that wound up leading to a go-ahead score.
He's going to
these
see
are
all
expansion
the
teams,
game with that one, all right? That's all on him, but he also knows he's got to erase it from his mind and get back out there. This drive, very important.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Philadelphia's sole record isn't that bad right now. Do you watch them?
Yes,
Now
I
back
like
to
arena
throw.
football.
Looking deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away.
Arena football. Yes, I like to fill up your soul. I'm waiting for a game on arena football.
This week, arguing for him to be defensive player of the
EA
year.
Sports should come out
Normally,
with arena
sacks are the
football.
big thing that people point to, but what he's done in the secondary has been something special.
It has been because it's been an all-around game for him. Taking the ball away, rushing the quarterback, and sacking him himself. Doing a number of different things that change the way the game is played.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down.
Not a good sign. Oh, man. That's not a good sign. We got to beat this team, man.
Back
This
to
team
throw.
we have to beat. All right.
Oh, he's got a man
All right,
wide
cool.
open,
All right, we got
complete.
timeout. All right, we got through what they
Here they showed the grip, the awesome and different than just having Madden.
7 catches for him
man.
now in this last one,
you
a
know.
first down.
You got that college football coming out, man.
They'll look to throw
Gridiron
here on
champion.
first down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back.
You know,
Complete.
you got
And
college
here he'll be
football
brought
coming
down
out.
a little shy of the 35 at the
Gridiron
36.
champion.
Call it a pickup of
Now
7,
20.
and it'll make it a
So
second
they're
down.
playing college football
Back to throw
in
here.
2020.
And he slings one
In
that's
2020, they're
incomplete.
supposed to be bringing out college
So
football.
it looked like maybe his
I
third
think
or his fourth
sometime this
read
year,
on his
next year.
progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
You have another
This
football
offense so
game out
far
right
on
now.
third
It's called
down,
Alex.
a perfect 3 for
It's
3
called
as they look
Alex
to keep
football.
that streak going. This time it's
2018.
third
They
and
got
3.
another out, but I didn't get it.
They'll set up to throw. And the third down pass falls incomplete.
So I got 20 seconds left.
I wonder, Brandon, I just wonder, you think maybe he was worried about where he was on the field? Was he far enough? Was he close enough to the first down?
Absolutely, he was right there by him, and I think he was
college football is going to be that nice, hasn't it not been around on several years now?
There's no chance of picking up a first down.
Nowhere to go. He lost the football. A big-time sack there on 4th down. And this defense will take over right at midfield.
Oh, that's not good. We lost to them earlier this year. If we lose to them again, we're going to have to see them in the playoffs, man. I'm not feeling confident. We're going to have to see them in the playoffs. And we're going to have to play on the... Oh, this ain't good. This is a testament game right here.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10.
Oh, man. I hope we get the rock.
Let's go. 190.
Don't want to see him in the
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Quick throw, that's complete on the inside slam. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Now whistles and a
Damn, this
timeout
team
with
is
3
hard. How what's
seconds
your
left in the
record?
first half.
My
So the
record
offense
is,
took the timeout. Looks like they're
11-3.
ready to go as we get set to resume the action.
My record is 11-3. Oh, they're going for field goal.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points.
The London
And
Black
now a
Knights
timeout
are 12
defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this
they're
offense sweat out
good.
half number 1.
They're the best. They got to be the best team on this game. The London Black Knights, they serious. They ain't no joke.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This will be spotted just shy of midfield.
Did you ice them LOL?
And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good. So we've reached halftime here. Let's throw in a broadcaster cliche, shall we? Both teams looking for a gift on Christmas Eve. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in everyone to this Christmas Eve edition of the EA Sports Halftime Report. So let's get to it. We'll start up in Charlotte. The New York Giants in town to take on Carolina. And they have just about gone to halftime with the Panthers out on top. The Panthers trying to hold on and claim victory. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Dallas Cowboys. The Chiefs locked in a tight one, but this is a game you feel they've got to have. Meanwhile, in our game, no shortage of offense as each team has been able to move the ball effectively. Will the defenses show up in the second half? To find out, we give it back to our commentators, Brandon Cotton and Charles Davis.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
I haven't seen the stream with the different team. What's the name? Sacramento what?
Sacramento Condors. Sacramento Condors.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back.
All these teams are
He's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Teams on every Madden game.
LOL, sorry if only watched your baseball stream lately. But oh, okay.
And they'll run it here.
Oh,
And they'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
You know,
that burst good for 20 and a first down. Back-to-back good
yeah, it
plays.
doesn't matter to me, man. It don't matter.
First down.
You know, once I'm done with the project, I'm done with it. So it doesn't matter to me.
And he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
I scream it. Once I'm done with it, I'm done with it.
4
I got some
yards
new
on the
projects
pickup,
I'm gonna be
and that'll
screaming, so I
bring
don't
up
care.
second down.
You know what I mean? I'm gonna do me, regardless. So
looking to throw, pushing his way through, and he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete, and they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A really nice gain of 25 yards. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
For plain and simple, that's the second time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm is just off? He's got thrown off. He's got to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. In for the score. And his guys are able to strike for 6. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Does Sacramento have the highest rating in the game? Is that why you picked them also?
Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown.
no, that's not why I picked them. No, I played with the Eagles. They were the lowest rating team. No, Sacramento didn't have the highest
try
rating.
here for the point after.
I played with Cleveland first. I think the first 2 seasons I played with
splits the uprights,
Cleveland.
and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
Columbus.
So that drives 6 plays, 75 yards.
Oh, Columbus Explorers. The first 2 seasons I played with them, I did a whole season. This is my first time playing with Sacramento. You know, I like them. Pretty good team, man. But the London Black Knights, if there's any team I'm going to lose to, it's going to be this team.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one
away.
When
I do the playoffs, I'm nervous of this team right here. This is the best team right here.
Okay, wasn't sure since you couldn't play as a Philly team.
And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
Didn't I tell you they don't got a Philly team? They don't have a Philly expansion team on here.
The offense as they work their way back.
I want to play with a Philly team, man.
Of the second
half.
Yes,
but they don't have one.
Offense, first time to touch the ball.
I tried to get a Philly team. They don't have
what they can do.
I told you that. I think I told you that already.
They have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
Maybe they should have won in Madden 2-0.
Now Robinson on 1st and 10. Caught here by
yeah, man. I'm a feel, you know.
Got blown up.
Come on,
on the play
just
back
about every stream you watch.
It'll be a
I always
loss
have
of
a Philly team.
And that'll bring up a
if I don't got a Philly
11.
team, it's only because there's not one.
Catch, but even with that
I
completion,
play soccer in the
0
best.
yards
I'm
gained, so they're behind schedule.
When I play in Madden, I'm eating.
They were hoping to get it to him. He
When
can
I
make
play
a minute or
college
2 minutes,
football,
but that window closed
I'm Penn State, Villanova, or Temple.
And he'll get it
I understand that.
Okay. All right, I just want to let you know.
Reception good for
when I
7.
play,
it's 3rd down.
You saw me do college basketball. I did 3 seasons of that on my channel. I've always been Temple.
Somehow
I was
able to muscle
Villanova
his way
one season
open
too.
and catch the ball.
I don't know if that's the season I wanted though, but I did college basketball this season on 2K.
On 3rd down.
It was
Robinson. And a quick throw here that's complete.
You know,
he'll be brought down
we got the Madden game coming out in August. I can't wait.
Only 4 that time as
I want to see all the new teams, man. I want to see the Cleveland Browns and
understanding the game, understanding positioning.
You know, I'm excited about the new Madden game.
Immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield.
Yes. There we go.
So make it 2 missed field goals for him now, but I have the sense, given that distance, you could probably forgive him here on
maybe
this
we can
one.
get a first-round bye.
The range of just about anybody
If we can win, we might get a first-round bye. We're not winning the first round.
But you just got to drive it
I got the playoffs coming up, Sacramento, so I'm going to see if I can win it with
but
them.
no real chance for this one to go through.
I haven't
So
won it
now
since
comes
the
the
first season,
offense back onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive,
Yeah, all right, now we're looking good.
you don't go away
All
from
right,
what you
so
did
third
before
quarter,
because that
221.
worked. But you gotta be
I
prepared for
hope they have
wrinkles
new
and counters
announcers in
because you
Madden
know they'll make some adjustments.
2020. These announcers are annoying, lol.
Yeah, I'm about to get
They'll
you
try and
right.
start this drive in the air.
We're going to have to get some new announcers. You're right about that.
Complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
Yeah, they're going
It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
They're going to have the college football playoffs on, you can play on long shot mode. You know, you can play in college, you can play in the playoffs, and you can play the Pro Bowl.
And he'll be brought
You
down
create your
at the
player,
27-yard
and
line.
you play in college,
It's a gain of
the
5,
Pro Bowl,
and it'll
the
be a
college
second
playoff,
down.
and then you go to the pros. I always do franchise mode.
They're going to look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
But I might
And he's able to get to the edge of the red
zone.
zone at the 20-yard
I
line.
can't wait to get that Madden
It
20
goes as
though.
a gain of 8, and it moves the chain.
I love Madden football. It's
He'll
my
look to
favorite.
throw. Over the middle, he gets it to Patterson. And he's brought
Washington
down just
Redskins gonna be
outside
nice
the
on
10 at the
9-20.
11. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be second and about a
Nick
yard.
Foles is
Maybe
gonna be
they will have Tony Romo since he predicts plays in real life and has a better announcer than he ever was a player, lol.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a first and goal.
Yeah, Tony Romo, yeah, he was all right. Yeah,
Understood exactly where the first down marker was.
Tony Romo,
Handed it to
yeah.
their guy who could run it, created some space.
He was okay. Yeah, he's a better announcer, but
He'll look to throw. And it's caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A gain of 7 that time. Second and goal. Second and goal from the 1. They'll look to throw.
let's go.
Touchdown.
Just like that, we got it.
As
Celebrate,
his guys
celebrate.
are in for
We got it.
6. And
Yes,
his guys
sir.
are going to add on
That's
to their
what I'm
lead.
talking about. We're going to beat the Black
Good
Knights.
sustained drive there
Yeah.
in this third quarter, capping
We
it
gonna
off with a
beat the Black
touchdown to give
Knights.
them a nice 2-score advantage.
I'm
It
happy
was
about
actually a
this.
fun one to watch, wasn't it? I
This
mean,
is the
for
game
me,
we wanted to
seeing
win.
the mix of what
And I
they
think we
did,
might
how
get
they
it.
moved the ball downfield.
We're going to beat the
Really,
Black Knights.
Romo is retiring from announcing now already?
With great dispatch.
Yeah, you can check it online. They say he want to come back to the Cowboys.
A try
Even
here
though,
for the
they
extra
got
point.
Dak Scott. Somebody
The
want to come
extra
back and
point
play,
up
but
and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
I mean, Tony Romo. I mean,
Yay, that's not happening,
How does
lol.
the kickoff
Yeah,
unit
you're
as
right
they
about
run
that.
up
It's
and
not
send
happening.
this one away.
Dallas already
This is fielded
got
at
their
the goal
quarterback,
line.
you know?
And a good return.
The
as he'll
Dallas
be stopped
Cowboys,
just
they already
shy
got their
of the
quarterback. They
30-yard
don't need
line.
Tony Romo. They already got who they want. They don't need him. They don't need Tony
Out
Romo.
comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. And the last go-around
They
for
don't
them,
need
they
no
got that
Tony
really,
Romo.
really long field goal, couldn't connect.
And in retrospect, I think a lot of people would say,
I
well,
remember
why would you
Tony
try
Romo.
one that long? You hurt yourself in field position.
remember
the ball
Tim
comes
Tebow?
out, you know, there. That
Remember
only
Tim
helps the
Tebow
other
and,
team. I look
Denver,
at it as maybe
Nuggets.
it's a
Tim
double
Tebow
shot
played for
confident.
Philly.
Confident the
I
kicker
forgot the
could make
backup.
it. And even if he missed,
Tim Tebow.
Well, I
confident in their
wouldn't be
defense, but
surprised,
they
I
fold.
guess, cause after all, Jason Witten is back, lol.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one goes for 24 yards.
Hey, well, you got
They
Tom
got game
Brady.
together there, in breaking
You got
route.
Tom Brady, the greatest player of all time. I think he's going to be 41, 42. He's going to be playing next year. Tom Brady's 41. He ain't give up. Now, you know if he ain't give up, nobody should give up. Tom Brady's going to be playing at 42 years old.
1 quarter remains here in Week 16. We'll return with more after
The
this.
Patriots.
This is the
If Tom
NFL,
Brady's healthy,
and it's
they'll be
on
back.
EA
Same place
Sports.
they've been in the last couple of years. Patriots always make the Super Bowl. They always do.
And yeah, I remember Tim Tebow and he only was with Eagles during the preseason. I think it was 2015, wasn't it?
Yup, Tim Tebow. Tim Tebow, he upset the Pittsburgh Steelers in the playoffs. I think when he was a rookie, Tim Tebow used to be nice with Denver. When he was a rookie, he knocked the Steelers off in the first round of the playoffs.
Robinson on first down. Wide open receiver complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A solid gain of 15 yards and the sticks move.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Payne.
Incomplete. All right, good. All right.
Yards that time, but a first down.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere. In the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
They run a draw here on 2nd down. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance.
But nice chatting for a bit. Gonna get going. Enjoy the rest of your night, man.
Robinson. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think...
And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off inside the 10. He's at the 50. The 40. Fights loose. The 30. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Let's go.
He'll drop to throw toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
And there's a good opportunity that just went awry there, a drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
All right, here we go.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives them a 1st and goal. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's no space. Not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
It's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Read it well, and it's picked. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. Here's Robinson. Off play action. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 35. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. Robinson throwing on 1st down. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 12 more yards there and another 1st down. Robinson now operating from the gun. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Counting down toward a minute to go in this football game. Now Robinson looking to throw on 2nd down. He's got the hook up with Conley. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Looking to throw. Robinson. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
And now back out comes the offense. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. And down he'll go at the 25. Now here's a timeout coming on the defensive side of the ball. As the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game.
Let's go.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game.
All right, here we go.
Going for the deep ball. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. Yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for Sacramento, the wins keep coming as this one moves them to 12-3 on the year. And now it's off to Heathrow as they get set to fly back to the U.S. in a couple hours. Meanwhile, for the home team here, this was basically just an exhibition game for them as they'd already clinched home field advantage. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.